Hi, I'm architect Sulakshana Bhanushali. I have been in the field for the last 29 years, and presently, along with practicing as an architect, I am also the in charge HOD of Academy of Architecture Unaided, Rachna Sansad. Actually, I was quite influenced by the creative streak in my mom. Due to certain familial reasons and being the eldest of the 9 siblings, she couldn't follow her creative streak and couldn't take a formal education, but she had a lot of influence on the way our home was, and all the latest innovations in those times. And somehow at the age of I think 9 years or so, luckily my best friend in school, her sister got admission into architecture, and when I visited her house, I saw her doing all the things that really inspired me, and somehow that day I decided, yes, I want to do architecture, I want to follow architecture as a profession. So my journey has been very exciting, just like any normal newly graduated architect. I did face challenges of setting up my profession, especially because our family had nobody from that field and there was no ready office to join. So the initial apprenticeship, or like you call internship in architecture, and also after graduation the jobs that I did with some of the architects trained me for the profession ahead, and I had this burning desire to not only work for others but set up my own practice, which I started quite early in life, which was just 2 years after my graduation. Yes, there were, I realized that if you give your best, then your advertising is naturally done through word of mouth, and that is what happened. I got a lot of work, but what actually changed the whole picture was the general marriage and children and all those challenges in life. For women especially, it does make a lot of difference, because I came from a family which encouraged me, not only because I was a girl or anything like that. My brother and me were treated equally, and both were given the opportunities for education and to follow the profession as we wanted to. Unfortunately, I had faced a lot of challenges from my in-laws regarding my profession, and that is where I had to step back a little and sort of contemplate on how to face these challenges. I was quite young, and of course maturity does matter at that time, but a lot of seniors and my teachers especially, I cannot forget that a lot of my teachers encouraged me to put my best foot forward, and that is what has landed me here today. Regarding the various jobs and the various projects that I have undertaken, I would also like to say that somewhere women are considered, people feel that maybe the profession for the woman is comes as a second priority, not as a first priority. So a lot of times, not only the way you handle projects but also your professional fees are compromised, and that is where we have to assert ourselves that it's not just our gender, but it is our skill which is being put to test, and that is what we should be evaluated for, and not being seen as a woman or a man in the profession. So when you say students, they are both male and female, so I would not differentiate between the two. Especially I see I have young children as well, my kids of my own. So I am seeing a different trend coming up where the new generation is not gender biased. They accept all kinds of what do you say, inclinations or orientations, and that is where we feel probably this has come through a theory of evolution, that we have been wanting this So that is why the next generation has come up with this kind of a thought process. And for everybody, for all my students, I would say that hard work, sincerity and a drive and a passion for your profession is very much necessary, be it architecture or any other profession, or any other fraternity for that matter. The fact that today I am sitting for this interview in commemoration of Women's Day, which is 8th of March, that itself shows that there is a certain kind of discrimination between man, woman, etc., which should not happen. I mean, we should have a human day celebration and not a Women's Day or a Children's Day. That is what my thought process is. To all my students and all my ex-students, I would only say that put your best foot forward and do not let any challenges deter you from giving your best. That's it. Last but not the least, I would like to show you this photograph. It's from my college. It's from my college days, and we call ourselves V7. So we are all girlfriends who are in the profession, following the profession, and all of them share the same story as me. And we are together, we share our issues and problems, and we counsel each other, and we find strength in each other. Thank you.